Everyone, I have some very juicy details to share about Donald Trump's failing social media company, his stock, and some other things. So the stock is plummeting again, and they've paid out a ton of money to at least one of his family members and an ally. So here's the deal. About a month ago or so, you guys might remember I mentioned that DJT stock, which is the stock for Truth Social and Trump Media and Technology Group, I mentioned that it was stuck in the low $30 range. And that was after the inauguration. So the inauguration gave it a little bit of a boost. It pushed it to about over $45 a share. It was close to $50 a share at one point. Well, good news. It's no longer stuck at $30 because it's now fallen back into the teens. So, yeah, Matt Gaetz should be all over it, right? I was thinking that. I was like, oh, it's in the teens. It's ripe for Matt Gaetz. Anyway, I've been following its downward trend and I've been saving screenshots. So here it is on February 5th. This is where it was at the beginning of last month. So as you can see here, the low of the day was $29 roughly, and the high was $30.94. February 26th, if you jump to the end of the month, it erodes a little bit. So for those on the podcast, the low of that day was $23.16, and the high was only $23.39. So quite a bit of a drop. Then, if you jump forward to this month, just a few weeks later, or just a couple weeks later, actually, look at what happened yesterday. So, March 10th, 2025, stock closed out at $19.92. And then it continued to fall in after hours trading. So, it ended up at a pathetic $19.15. Today, it spiraled even more, although it ended up not too bad comparatively. So DJT stock today dropped below $19 a share. As you can see here, it fell to as low as $18.60. And then it ended the trading day at $19.57. So down more than 50% since Trump's inauguration. And Forbes reported that Trump's net worth on Monday, just Monday alone, fell $300 million due to the loss in the stock's value. But you know who's not losing money betting on Truth Social? Devin Nunes and Donald Trump Jr. So I'd shared a few weeks back, the company reported a loss of over $400 million for just 2024. Well, Forbes recently reported Devin Nunes took a sizable chunk of that money home with him, or he will be taking it home. He took some of it home. He's going to be taking the rest of it home over the next few years. So, according to an SEC filing at the end of February, former Republican congressman and Trump humper Devin Nunes received $47 million in total compensation. So Nunes, as you guys all know, he is the CEO of Trump Media. So he is directly in charge of this failing company. I mean, talk about failing up, you know? Guy is totally blowing it. The company is bleeding money left and right, and he's making out like a bandit. And then Forbes said that Nunes, which I alluded to earlier, he's not going to receive the full 47 million right now. So that is going to be doled out to him in stock options and things like that, and payment over the next 2 years through March of 2027. And he received a bunch of his compensation already in the form of DJT stock. So he's probably not real happy right now because he was awarded the stock in December of last year. So when it was at its peak, or not the peak, but it was pretty high. And then another person who's being paid to do basically next to nothing is little Donnie Jr., the demon seed, for attending 2 whole board meetings in 2024. Donald Trump Jr. received over $800,000 in stock and pay. And check this out. Donald Trump is using this to siphon money out of the company and put it into his personal bank account. So, evidently, in addition to the two board meetings that Don Jr. attended, he worked himself to the bone, you guys. He attended a company pool party. Yeah, it was held at Mar-a-Lago. So, Trump Media Company paid $78,000 to Mar-a-Lago to host the event. So while Trump and his allies and his family members, they're making out, like bandits, they're making a fortune off of this company. His supporters are losing their investments, some of whom you might remember have reportedly invested their entire retirement savings into DJT stock. So he and his family and his friends are getting rich off of this, and his supporters, once again, are taking it in the shorts. Sounds about right. Anyway, I will let you know when I hear more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.